Hello guys and girls, Domination Tips reporting right back for duty. There are additional 11 minutes to train my rest army for my Worldwar attack. So this video will be first about the Worldwar attack, which will be in the second half of the video. This is the main topic, and the second topic I got the request from some subscribers and even from some alliance members that I would probably that I could probably show some defensive logs of my new base, because some of you have recently recognized that I have changed my base layout a little bit due to the upcoming to the reveal of the sniper tower with the last update 4.7, I think. For all of you who don't know and who are interested, this is my previous base layout, the spiral structure, and I modified it a little bit by placing the redoubts all once a little bit outside and then changing them with the cannon towers over here, so a change, and then I could use these walls over here to close down this entries, or this these places over here, and then the spiral structure ended, and and my currently base layout was designed, where I have now my sniper tower right inside because I have more space due to the less walls. And so I have prepared some defensive logs for you, which we can just view during the time when my army is just training. We can have a short look in the Worldwar. The enemy is, I don't know, has really strong players but also really weak players. I'm not quite sure, but currently it does not look like a very dangerous or very hard fight. But I won't take any prognosis at this early stage of the Worldwar. We will see. I will go for the enemy number one. We can shortly look at him, scout him out. Definitely a solid and okay base layout. Industrial age complete maxed. I don't see any buildings at all which are below industrial age. There are some buildings like these both, which he got in the global age, so he has to rise them up to upgrade them, but all other buildings are maxed in the industrial age. My plan is, first I thought about coming from the right side and just rallying right over here in this compartment, but I'm also thinking about coming from here to get rid of the sniper tower really early, to place all of my troops really fast over here. Then I have to pay attention because I'm not sure how far this guy researched in the library, so that some heavy tanks and flampanzers are spawning from these resistance chapters in the library from these both buildings. Then my aim is to sabotage once over here, sabotage second over here, and rally inside. I don't know the order. I have to see the order. I think it's a little bit of improvisation during the attack. And I will use Blitzkrieg also to get rid of the generals or to avoid them spawning. But we will see later. First we will go to the defensive logs. A little additional fact about the defensive logs I always mention, also when some people out of my alliance are questioning or asking me. If you are considering, or if you are watching some defensive logs and comparing how the attacker and how the defender does, you just only have to compare the defensive upgrades and the defensive progress of the defender and the offensive progress of the attacker. So if you are comparing in my case, you will have to mention, or you have to remind, my base nearly at all is at Enlightenment Age plus status, so not at all at industrial status. I have built all buildings, but they are not upgraded. So you see the cannon towers are upgraded fully, one mortar, also tank depot and garrison, sniper tower, and I think that were all buildings. No of my redoubts, no one of my towers, no other stable, no other garrisons, so at all this is quite not an industrial age maxed base. So this base is very much weaker than a complete industrial age base. But the defensive logs I will show you now are from some guys which are in the industrial age. I think one guy is also maxed out in the global age, and therefore the first fact is that you have to keep in mind that the base is quite not industrial maxed. The attackers are. And the other fact I want to mention is I'm always differentiating between two kind of attacks: a resource attack or a raiding attack and a Worldwar attack. If you are speaking or talking about a World War attack, in my opinion, it's like using all of your, or nearly most of your tactics, using your mercenaries, your donated troops, event armies, something like that, to give all the power you have to get rid or to get through the enemy base. And in this case, it's not very hard to get through the enemy base. When I'm using nearly everything you saw in the World War, I'm also able to get through the most of the global age bases. But if we are talking about resource attacks, like players which are using only a very few tactics, saving up their airplanes, using them very wisely, saving up generals, donated troops, so have a very effective combination, then we have an attack which is really interesting for me, because I can compare where my weaknesses are. So let's go to the defensive log and see what we have over here. We have over here, because due to my low medal stage, currently very many loot attacks, only for oil and something like that. Also here is a little guy which got only all of my oil with 5 dynamite, 4,000 oil, and I thanked him by getting back to him. And where he is, taking everything from him. I think that he was over here. Here he is. I took it back. But we want to talk about the defensive logs and some really interesting, really real defensive logs. Not something like this, gunpowder age troops, don't have to see it. But over here we have the first defensive log we can look at. Here we have the attack. I think he will come from the town center, not quite sure. Oh, come on. The very frequent crashes of the game since the last update are very awful. It's very often happening when you start your defensive log replay, and with the second replay it's better. We see over here some artillery, yes, 2 artillery of my town center, but they get destroyed so fast. You see, they are not playing a role at all. But now the enemy tanks are rushing in front of and getting overwhelmed by my traps and by the slowing down effect of the Versailles. The enemy rallied his troops using the protection spell, but then approaching or attacking from the side I wanted him to attack. He's now staying right inside of my barbed wire. That's why his troops are not getting through. He's also using another tactic, the decoy tactic. And you see how great this is working. The troops are dealing at all nearly only very few damage because the barbed wire, because of it. I think now the enemy is rallying, very stupid, because he's getting into the range of my next mortars. Yes, he's rallying, very stupid. So his troops are splitting up, and all troops inside the walls are dying now. He used also betrayal, his third tactic in this attack, to get not a heavy tank, but an ordinary tank, or 2 ordinary tanks, but they were completely or direct close to the anti-tank gun and got killed instantly. Now his ranged troops are nearly outnumbered and dead. His healing cards are dead now, and now his strong tanks. He's using Strength of the Gladiator as last approach. But there are no reinforcements in form of ranged infantry guys, marksmen. So all of his other troops are also dead. He nearly got nothing from my base, only a little bit of food, and I'm not caring about food. But we have also some attacks which were quite more efficient. They are all wanting my oil. Where are they? Only so complete dump attacks to drop their medal counts, I don't know, or kill my town center. Very many of them. Not very many serious attacks. Here is another serious attack, and you also see he was using 5 tactics and also a blessing. So very a kind of a World War attack to use everything you have, except for mercenaries and generals. Okay, he's coming from 6 o'clock. Armor blessing, I think, more hit points for his troops. He's attacking for my defensive buildings to get rid of the most, because they get boosted by the Acropolis. I think his troops will split up. And he will use Betrayal now. Yes, Betrayal. And the anti-tank or the landmines killed his betrayed his traitors, or my traitors, instantly. He's rallying. Very stupid rally on the wall. I don't think that he wanted to do this. Protection. Sabotage. Sabotage. So 4 tactics, 5 tactics used right now. That are all tactics he has available. So, like I told you, some kind of Worldwar attack to use everything you have. I think he had no mercenaries or generals with him, otherwise he would have used them. The troops are very splitting up. I think that's very bad for him. He already got one of my gold building. I'm not quite sure. I think he also will get my oil. That attack was more efficient than the other attacks. Yes, he's got all of my oil. That was a really pain. He also gets really much resources now inside, I see. Trade goods also. This attack was very efficient. Much more efficient. But he also lost every troops. And did not get all gold and oil. But better than the one before. Definitely. Let's see whether we have another one. I think there is another very good one on my base, but also using everything he has. Yes, Blade, exactly. And you can see he was using all of his planes, 4 tactics, mercenaries, everything. And this guy was really strong at my base. I'm not quite sure. I also think he attacks from 6 o'clock. Yes, from 5 o'clock. Mercenaries are also dropped. Protection. Rally. Rally outside. First sabotage. Good choice. Another rally. I don't know, this rally was not so effective, I think. The sabotage was also very much too early. Now he has access to very important points of or areas of my base and can kill nearly everything. But he has also lost most of his troops. I'm not quite sure. This attack does not look so strong. Why? What is he doing? Oh, he's just still rallying. Oh, I think in reality this attack also was running anymore. This is a bug in the defensive log, because it looks like in reality this attack looked quite other. But nevertheless, that was a strong attack on my base. Let's see whether we have a last one. Last interesting one. Then I can speed up my last tactic and attack. Hopefully without any server crash or lagging problems. This one is a really, I don't know, some kind of ridiculous attack. But we can look in. From where does he come? From the town center, okay. What is happening? Okay. Oh, 2 diamonds he got from me. I think he was happy about this fact. Betrayal, sabotage. But again, a very stupid place for sabotage. The tanks instantly got killed by the anti-tank gun. Another sabotage. So completely dump attack. He tries to save the last resources he can. But now the attack is over. He nearly, except for the 2 diamonds, he nearly got nothing at all. But the troop constellation is also very weird. A bombard, very many infantry guys. I don't know. So let's see. I think there is no lagging. It looks good. So I think I will speed up my last tactic. and go for my Worldwar attack. Oh, I'm not quite sure whether I have Blitzkrieg with me. I think I used it in one hour of farming before. The enemy did 4 attacks and we only see 2-1. I think at the enemy lines 2 attacks crashed because they are not listed. Our attacks look very, very strong, I have to tell. I have to recognize. Look at it, guys. Only 5 stars, nearly. Wow, that's great. So I will go for the enemy number 1. Here we are. Oh, the tank defenders are instantly with me. Wow, lost 1 artillery. Looks okay until now. I'm recording. Very nice. Wow, quick victory. My troops are getting just insane. What are you doing? Come inside, my guys. Erase this base from the inside. Oh, I think this sabotage location was quite good. Yes, nice troops. Come on. Currently, I'm also really looking forward, and I think we can get the 100%. That will be no problem. Nevertheless, that we have no offensive coalition active. I'm not quite sure whether my enemy has a defensive coalition active. Before the World War started, I saw a defensive coalition, but this defensive coalition also can be from the last World War. This time I will look. No hidden building down here. No. Very nice. I think we got all of the defensive buildings instead of this garrison. Yes. Very nice. I even didn't use my planes. I have to recognize right now. So that looks very nice. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Easy going. Ah, come on. Everywhere there's traps. I don't want to lose the artillery. Wow. I have to say that worked very much better than I thought. I anticipated many more traps over here. I'm not quite sure whether the enemy did not place it, because it's obviously that both places are the most vulnerable chambers for him. Because there you have to rally if you want to get the town center and the Forbidden City at once. And he has placed no traps over there. Don't know why, but it's very good for us. So guys, I'm very satisfied with this attack. I have very little troop losses for this 5-star. I anticipated way more. Hopefully we'll see us back soon to an equal successful second attack. I will do in German. We'll see us soon. Your domination tips.